Good evening. Upset voters have filed 22 complaints against Mayor Lily Wu, saying she violated several parts of the city's ethics code by not having her name on a proclamation that honored a day set aside for Transgender Day of Visibility.
And tonight, the Ethics Board for the City of Wichita met to talk about the issue. And as Kate Nelson continues our coverage, it might be on the verge of a decision.
The Wichita Ethics Board says although it hasn't made a decision yet on the 22 ethics complaints filed against Mayor Lily Wu, it's likely a decision will be made at the next meeting. The complaints came after her signature was absent from a city proclamation earlier this year that declared March 31st to be Transgender Day of Visibility.
And it appears this hasn't been signed, so I'm going to go ahead and sign it.
Wu said at the time that she didn't refuse to sign it and the lack of her name was a clerical error.
While I did not vote for this proclamation, I also did not ask for my signature to be removed. City staff has determined this was a clerical error, and they have implemented a new internal process for proclamations.
Many people were upset after this happened, saying Wu wasn't being inclusive to all Wichitans. The mayor is required by city ordinance to sign all proclamations. City of Wichita Ethics Officer Kathy Sexton says more complaints on the same issue were added since the last meeting.
More were in the works since then, and so now it is a total of 22 different individual people that filed valid complaints, all on the same issue of the proclamation.
Sexton adds the board has conducted an investigation to go into the wide-ranging issue and has had a lot more work to do with the volume of complaints.
This is not a cut and dry deal. I think you all saw in the media as all this played out, it was kind of a who's on first, what's on second deal. So that's what we're trying to timeline out and figure out who did what when and who was in charge and responsible and that kind of thing.
Sexton says she expects the board to make a final decision on the matter on June 12th. Nick Nelson, Cake News on your side.